Don't scroll just yet. This might be exactly what you need to hear today. The vast majority of people, you see, tend to navigate life as if it's some grand project they were never truly assigned to. They're simply existing, perhaps simply adequate time to arrive. That perfect moment when everything will magically fall into place. Meanwhile, time, our most precious commodity, is doing what it does best, quietly, relentlessly disappearing. It's a subtle erosion, often it's too late. Now, let's talk about these 6 cheat codes. There's no fluff here, no complicated theories or abstract concepts. These are just incredibly simple, yet profoundly effective, principles that many people tend to overlook. Why? Because they aren't shiny or flashy enough for you to dominate social media trends. They're the quiet, consistent truths that actually drive progress. You can choose to use them, or you can choose not to. But I guarantee you'll find at least one of them to be incredibly insightful, perhaps even a game changer for your own journey. So, let's dive 1. You were not born to blow. Let's be clear. You weren't placed on this beautiful planet simply to hit snooze 4 times, only to then scroll through social media for a blissful 90 minutes. You weren't put here just to grudgingly pay a mountain of bills. Many fully understand the purpose of. And you certainly weren't meant to spend your precious evenings watching that same show for the 3rd time, delaying your dreams another day. That, my friends, isn't living. That's merely surviving, often with a dubious assistant. True living involves purpose, passion, and genuine engagement with the world around you, not just a perpetual cycle of consumption and obligation. It's about reconnecting with that inner spark, that unique drive that makes you, well, you too. Set small goals with timelines, else you will get lazy, especially familiar. Does that sound familiar? Because for many, that phrase is the unofficial anthem of never fulfilled aspirations. It's the siren song that lulls us into procrastination, promising a future that rarely arrives. Do you want to know what truly slays more potential or failure? It's tuitions, ambit tennis wits, those ambiguouses that lack any real commitment. They're the silent killers of dreams. Think about it. I want to write more. Fine. My cat wants to write more too, probably. The difference is, your cat isn't actually going to do it. Or, I'll start exercising neck. No, not without a concrete plan. The key here is specificity. You must set a goal. And crucially, you must set a deadline for that goal. Make it a little bit unpleasant, a touch uncomfortable, just enough to push you to actually act. Consider these examples. I will complete 1 short story, but it's easy to write more. It's a specific outcome with a clear deadline. I will prepare 3 healthy meals this week that are not pasta and depression. This adds a layer of well-being and breaks down a larger goal, eating healthy, into manageable steps. I will send my resume to by Friday. This transforms a vague intention into a concrete task with a tangible deadline. Your mind naturally loves easy goals that come with stress written all over them. That's precisely why you might find yourself mindlessly watching YouTube videos. Then just 10 minutes later, complete everything supposed learned from them. The information simply washes over you because there's no immediate pressure or tangible outcome. So, here's the formula: make the deadline, write it down, hit it, and then repeat that process relentlessly. Consumable goals is the true engine of progress. 3. If you want to get into the top 10% of something, do it for 100 minutes for 100 days. Forget the often cited 10,000-hour rule for a moment. While that principle is certainly grand if you're aiming to convert class chess grandmaster, for almost everything else in life, a far more practical and immediately impactful approach exists. Do this instead: dedicate just 100 minutes a day, consistently for 100 consecutive days. Think about the compounding effect of that kind of sustained effort. You will be a fundamentally different individual. You will transform into one of those rare individuals who actually show up, who consistently put in the work, and who truly follow through on their intentions. You will be more than 90% better off, more skilled, and always people who perpetually defer their aspirations with the excuse, someday. You don't need some innate, elusive talent to achieve significant progress. What you truly need is a simple timer to track your 100 minutes, and a commitment to having fewer excuses. This applies to virtually any skill or you edge and want to write. Set your timer for 100 minutes and write, even if it's just stream of consciousness. Want to paint? Dedicate 100 minutes each day to putting brush to canvas. Want to code? Spend 100 minutes immersed in your chosen programming language. Want to master a specific day? It's every day until you're genuinely good at it. It's about consistent, focused effort, not overwhelming bursts of activity. And consider this: 100 minutes a day is significantly less time than most people squander mindlessly scrolling through social media feeds or passively waiting for turnaround. Any minute now. Just saying. The power lies in focused, consistent action. The 8+8+8 rule. This rule is remarkably straightforward, yet profoundly transformative. It's the 8 and 12 principle, 8 hours for focused work. This is your dedicated time for productive effort, whether passion project, 8 hours for restorative sleep. Prioritizing deep quality sleep is non-negotiable for physical and mental well-being. 8 hours reserved just for you. This is your personal time, your opportunity for self-care, hobbies, learning, or simply recharging. Now, if you found yourself smirking, or perhaps even sighing, it's likely because your current daily existence looks something more like this: 10 hours of demanding work, often spilling into personal time. 5 hours spent panicking about deadlines, responsibilities, or the few sleep, often interrupted by screen time or anxious thoughts. A mere 3 hours of genuinely poor quality sleep, leaving you perpetually exhausted. Yes, that's far from perfect. And here's the crucial insight: you don't have to flawlessly balance every single day. Life is dynamic. The point out of the 8 rule isn't rigid adherence, it's a guiding framework. Rest, remember, is not some indulgent luxury. It is, in fact, essential maintenance. Think of it like changing the oil in your car. You wouldn't neglect that, would you? This isn't just about physical upkeep, it's about crucial maintenance for your very soul. Your mind and body weren't designed to run on a perpetual diet of caffeine and spite. Burnout, that insidious condition, makes everything feel like rough sandpaper, abrasive, irritating, and utterly draining. And let's no jokes being around how someone who feels like sandpaper all the time. Do they? Prioritizing this balance is an investment in your long-term well-being and effectiveness. 5. Successful people aren't more intelligent than you, they're just more persistent at doing mundane stuff. Here's a list of seats people often won't openly share with you. It's not that they possess some extraordinary, innate intelligence that you lack. The real truth is, they often don't even want to do the mundane, repetitive tasks that lead to success. But regardless of their person, do it anyway. That's the critical distinction. Think about it: going to the gym. It's often boring, repetitive, and requires consistent effort. Tracking your progress, whether it's finances, health metrics, or project milestones. It's typically tedious and requires meticulous attention. Daily 100 words. It can feel incredibly dull and uninspired at times. Yet, successful individuals build their empires, their achievements, on precisely these kinds of routines. They thrive in those moments that are just slightly less exciting than staring blankly at a ceiling fan. What often looks like pure foremost genius is in reality simply someone who has consistently and diligently snuggled their own excuses. They've committed to the grind, day in and day out. You have the power to build an entire empire, a legacy, out of these seemingly dull, if you just commit to doing them consistently and long enough. Take writing a book. For example, want to write one. Open a blank file, and then just write 300 words every single day. It's not important how awful those words are. In fact, it's especially important to write even you feel able. When you can, showing up of consistent effort is the real magic. 6. Obsess less about finding your purpose, create meaning instead. The whole notion of finding your purpose is a concept that often feels more at home in a Disney movie, or perhaps during moments of existential identity crisis, seen a predestined path waiting to be discovered, neatly packaged and labeled. But here's the reality: we don't all have one massive, overarching, general life purpose handed down to us from on high. More often than not, what we truly have are the Tuesdays, and, of course, the equally common days. Life is, for the most part, a collection of ordinary days, filled with ordinary moments. You create meaning in your life by simply being present. You forge meaning by paying attention, by fully engaging with what's happening right now. You create meaning by acting out something feels terrible or insignificant in the moment. You find genuine fulfillment not when you discover some grand elusive mission, but when you simply help others, when you pursue your innate curiosity, or when you engage deeply with a task at hand. You don't need to own your life mission for the world to see. All you really need are those small, consistent actions that make you feel like a real, authentic person, rather than just a poorly rendered non-player character, an NPC, in someone else's story. Yes, having a grand purpose can be nice, a powerful meaning. The beautiful truth is you can start producing that right here, right now, today. It's an active process, not a passive discovery.